Hey, morning, how you doing?
Good. You have the other one too in 86th Street.
Yeah, they got about 5 in the front. The one over here closed now.
The one in 86th Street is pretty busy. Well, the area changed a lot. The area of 86th Street up on there changed. Everything's changed. Everything's changed really crazy up there. Everything changed. It's only Italians up there before.
What?
Only Italians. Only Italians before. Oh, Ben's
Yeah,
already.
too.
Yeah. That's already been.
That was canal.
It's all organized.
We're going nowhere. I got a big backyard. The size of like this is my backyard. Then I got another yard. I read.
No, but I move it along. You know, you gotta be getting moving it along. Whipping back in the truck, swinging along, everything yet. See the type of one this shit.
No, John.
Thank you.
You know if John's coming in?
Huh?
John? You know if he's
He'll
coming
be
in?
at 1. He'll be here at 1.
Because he told me to come at 7 to meet with the operations manager because I have a claim of right as one of the owners from years ago.
A claim of right?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I have a claim. You don't know what a claim of right is?
No.
Oh, okay. The claim of right is basically a right to property based on a claim
Okay.
to the property.
Okay.
That it could even be in somebody else's possession or whatever. It could be
Okay.
a house or any kind of
Okay.
any kind of property. If the
Okay.
person really believes it belongs to them,
Okay.
and then send a person a notification of that,
Okay.
then if the person establishes an interest in the property, give a notice of their interest
Okay.
or whatever like that.
So you have legal
and then-
documents and stuff like that?
It was been posted online years ago because I made this claim years ago as a minister of Christ because that's our birthright as Christians.
Okay.
Okay, we are one of the owners of the world.
Okay.
Understand? So, if God is the owner, Jesus Christ is the owner, is recognized in federal law that there's a need to apply the teachings of the scriptures.
Okay.
That's federal law. I gave John the federal law, and I always pass it out to people. It's right here. I have it in my pocket. So the federal law says you need to apply the teachings of the scriptures. I'm born again. I'm a minister of Christ. And my natural birthright and inheritance is a portion of the planet.
Okay.
Anything that comes out the ground or out the air or anything like
Okay,
that,
well,
it belongs
I
to me.
have no authorization on that. The only person that has the authorization is the actual owner of the property.
That's me. Well, that's the church. That's what I'm saying. So whoever has legal ownership, meaning legal papers that's issued to them from the state as a privilege, they're not the true owner. They're a privileged owner.
Okay.
Okay, and that status of ownership has been granted to them as a privilege from our trustee, which is the government or the state governments of the world. They are our servants. They are our trustees. We are the beneficiaries of what the governments do. So the ownership is passed down as a chain of different titles of ownership. All right, you have like a lease, like a rent. You have the managerial level. You have different levels of ownership. The state actually owns Kiefer. Okay, so you have that level of ownership. Okay,
Well,
because
like I said,
there's levels of control.
I can't do anything. The only people that I know is the people that I report to. And they're not going to be here till tomorrow. So I'm only here.
Well, John told me the person I need to speak to will be here today. At
No,
7.
I'm the operational manager. But
Okay, nice to meet you. Okay, that's you. I thought you were just another. Okay,
let them know about it.
All right,
I can let them know.
because I wanted to know if I can meet with people, sit down, have a meeting, and talk about this. Because I'm not trying to I'm not trying to rip anybody off or
No,
anything.
look, I mean-
because this is part of our ministry to teach this to people, that those who are called.
Oh, tenga la llave. Sí, para que abra el candado, para que coja los carritos. Sorry.
So, because this is for all people in the world. We are
Yeah.
trying to expand the kingdom of heaven in the world and allow people to have access to their birthrights that Adam had, that they can reattain through Jesus Christ as the new Adam. So it's not about religion.
No, I
We're
don't-
just promoting the law. We're promoting the truth. You
Yeah,
understand?
he'll be
And
here
that's it.
tomorrow. I'm assuming he'll be here tomorrow
All right.
because I'm only here on Sunday.
What's his name?
His name is Benny.
Benny.
Just ask for Benny if he gets here. Okay.
Would you like to
That's
just
one of the owners.
look over a copy of the law for yourself? Take
No,
that
no,
in or
that's
whatever?
fine. There's nothing I can really do because again,
You don't like God?
No, I do. But
So why won't you look at the federal law that promotes it?
Again, because
Take it home, show it to your family, say, hey, look,
All right,
the federal
I can-
government has a law, check it out.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is very this is a beautiful thing for those of us who the Lord has called. You understand?
Okay.
Yes.
I'll have
So
a
you can
look.
look it up and stuff. It's
Yeah, no,
totally
I know.
legit.
He's normally here. Like I rarely don't see him. Like I report to the regional manager,
Okay.
but the ownership is Denny, and I
Because
don't.
I did communicate with Key Food online and with the headquarters years ago about the situation. Because on the bulletin board here years ago, I had put up the notice of the claim of right.
Okay.
And it was up there a while, and then so when the time for them to respond expired, then I started to act on the claim, and so I started to come in here. I came with my children and things like that, and I'll just get a sandwich from the deli, come out here, and I'll walk out with it without hiding, just open. You know what I'm saying? And then one day, I got stopped. John stopped me or whatever, and I explained to him the situation. So I didn't make a big deal about it because he's a brother, you know what I'm saying? So I respect that. I just put the stuff back and I came back.
No,
and
because
then,
the actual items
Yeah.
are purchased by you.
that's stealing. You're stealing.
You're
You know what
actually
I'm
distribute. You're actually speaking about the actual property. That
Yeah,
something I
yeah.
understand, but
Yeah.
the actual items were purchased by the ownership. That at that
Right.
point, you taking stuff like that is
Right.
it's different.
Yeah, because they're purchasing stolen stuff. That's why I'm trying to let them know. It don't matter if people can buy stolen goods. We know this, okay? So if the goods you're buying is stolen, meaning because the things inherently belong to everybody, and because most of the people haven't made their claim to it, because most of the people haven't made their claim to it, that's their business. But
Yeah.
government knows that anybody can claim their birthrights. Anybody can make a claim of their
Yeah.
inheritance and their birthrights,
Yeah.
and do it in the name of Jesus Christ. So. It's a very powerful thing. We trying to change the world for the better.
I'll make sure he gets a note of it. Okay,
All right.
you be safe out
All
there.
right. God bless you, brother.
Same here.
All right. All right, so there we go, people. A successful talk with the operations manager to show that this Key Food is ours just as much as it belongs to anybody else, and just as well as all the rest of the businesses in this neighborhood and throughout this world. It's ours. Even my brother Nas said that. The world is yours. Take it.